Is that it? Yes. Are we live?
We are.
Is the
live.
aeroplane up and above the clouds?
We're up in the air.
What a
boy.
song by Paul Weller. Firstly, did you watch it last night?
I didn't.
There were 7 of them, wasn't there?
What was I watching?
Planets. All the planets aligned, actually.
Okay, Mars, Jupiter.
I was in the kitchen and I looked up and there was a bright light and I thought, is it a spaceship or is it a star or is it a planet? But I only saw one of them. And then our boiler went off. Got no hot water.
Got nothing to do with that.
I know it hadn't.
Okay.
But I thought, how incredible that the stars have all aligned and our boiler went off. But, went low pressure.
Yeah.
So I got the booklet out. I'm not very good technically at stuff and reading even worse. And I looked in, I thought, if I open that, close that, and it went, but I got hot water. And I was looking, not at the time I was doing the boiler, but I was looking up and I thought, that star is really bright. The North Star that the shepherds were following?
Yeah.
Or the wise men were following when Jesus was born?
Was that Uranus?
No, I wasn't looking at Uranus.
Oh, well.
It is one of the planets. Pluto's another one. Can you name all the planets?
Oh, Pluto.
They weren't all named after Disney characters, were they?
No,
I mean, a couple of them were.
No,
I mean, Mercury, that's hot, ain't it, that planet?
Yeah. Mars.
How about that bloody asteroid?
Apparently,
No.
apparently,
7 years.
No. There's an update today.
Oh, okay.
actually.
Who by?
Hang on. Update. By bloke on Facebook.
Not NASA.
No.
I'd
bloke on
rather
Facebook.
have a NASA update than a bloke
Bloke on
down the road on Facebook.
Apparently, no. It's not going to hit us now.
How does he know? Has he done the maths?
Yeah. He uses Pythagoras' theorem.
Because there was always one every year that was going to hit the planet round about your birthday, wasn't it?
I know,
and now
yeah.
it's going to hit the planet round about my retirement.
That's weird,
I
isn't
know.
it?
I know.
Somebody's got it in for us.
But apparently it was going to hit, like, a part of the planet, not all of the planet, because the planet's round, isn't it?
It
so
is,
it
yeah.
hit one part of the planet and take out a city or two.
Yeah,
But it could have devastating effects, couldn't it?
it could. So I'm just looking to see if we are actually streaming. We are.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You see me, I'm quite good looking.
How about Bonnie Blue?
I know.
I mean, what a record that is. I mean, we never used to get stuff like that on record breakers, did we?
no.
I mean, Roy Castle wouldn't have been impressed. Who was doing the counting?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. What is
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue?
She bonked over 1,000, I think 1,059 blokes.
Oh, right,
They were all on
okay.
the... It reminded me a little bit about, when you used to go see Father Christmas at Lewis's. And they were all up the stairs. But some of these had got, like, no shoes on, no socks on, no pants and stuff like that. But imagine being at the back of the queue there. Be a bit warm, wouldn't it,
Have
when
you
you
seen
entered?
that photograph of me in Lewis's with Father Christmas? No. Oh, I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you.
Is there a photograph of you on the stairs with Bonnie Blue?
No.
And Lily as well. She's done over 1,000 blokes in 24 hours. How physically would you do that? I mean, it takes some doing, don't it?
Would you? It'd be like
Bit sore.
you. Yeah.
Would be, wouldn't it?
Both
Really?
ways.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, always.
Yeah. But I mean, like, who was counting? Was there a bloke there just counting? Hold on, he's in. You're all right now. And how long would you have?
Yeah, and what counts as a hit?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You're done?
Yeah, finished.
Hang on, hurry up.
Get
Come
the
on.
condom
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I mean, did they pass the condoms around?
From the left-hand side?
I mean, like, yeah. I bet that shop, I bet the Asian shop on the corner done an absolute packet in it.
Crikey.
You got any more condoms?
Literally.
1,059 condoms in one afternoon. Blimey. Be back down the warehouse. Blimey, Ella, you want some more condoms? Yeah, that Bonnie Blue's at it again. And also music, bizarre music on the dark side or the far side of the moon.
I missed that one
Do you
as well.
reckon?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't look at the papers.
It's got to be either the Clangers or Pink Floyd, innit? Yeah, they were great, weren't they, the Clangers?
There's a cartoon version out now which just
Nah.
doesn't cut it with me.
Ain't the same as like the 70s.
No,
What was your favourite? Not Clanger, but like, kids programmes.
I was looking the other day and I saw Hector's House come up on Tuesday.
that was brilliant,
Hector's
wasn't it?
House,
What was it on?
Drugs, I think.
No, not the right
Oh,
Hector.
right, okay, yeah. What was it on? It was on. It was an ITV thing, wasn't it?
I don't know, I'm just
Yeah, I
asking.
think
I've
it
got an
was,
idea.
yeah,
Was it during the
Hector's
day or
House.
was it overnight?
During the day, yeah. It was a
Okay.
4 o'clock one. Like, yeah, most of them are 4 o'clock.
I don't know, I'm not home from work at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Yeah.
I used to like Mr. Ben.
Yeah, I quite liked Magic Roundabout as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely on drugs when he
Well, I think most of them were.
Yeah.
Captain Pugwash, definitely.
Captain,
Going back to Seaman and Bonnie Blue.
Yeah, Roger the...
Roger, Roger the cabin boy. Yeah. He always got that strange look on his face, hadn't he? His tongue hanging out and like, what, kind of like wet eyes.
Yeah.
Well, you would be if you'd been Roger, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Pirate, the paedophile, the pirate.
I think there was a lot of that going on, weren't there?
I always get accents mixed up between pirates and people from the West Country.
Well, it's very similar.
It is, isn't it? A farmer sounds the same as a pirate,
Penzance,
doesn't he?
Yeah, very, very similar. Especially, Scottish farmers don't sound the same as pirates.
I think they do.
Do you really? I think Cornwall pirates do with farmers and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you've only got to just go as far as like Redditch.
Johnny Depp.
They sound the same.
Yeah,
No,
Johnny Depp.
He's a farmer.
No, he wasn't a farmer, but he was a pirate.
Cool.
What was it? The Pirates of the Caribbean? Because they have pirates. Pirates of the Caribbean wouldn't sound like pirates of Penzance and Plymouth and round there, would they?
No.
They'd sound different, you would have thought.
Most definitely.
But I didn't ever see. Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
You know what? I don't think I've sat through a whole...
No.
No,
I don't know. I've never seen it. How about Gino? He's been stuffed now, hasn't he? Literally.
Gino.
Not Gino Dexys, but Gino.
Right, okay.
You know, the Italian chef.
Yeah. I
think they've cancelled, didn't they? Yeah.
They're all at it now.
I know. Well, literally, they are all at it. I mean, Wallace, he was another one. It seems to be chefs at the moment, don't it? You know. But these people were encouraged to be like that, I'm guessing. Certainly Gino was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever watch Gino, he always seemed a little bit near the knuckle. And to be fair, that's probably what's got him the sack, but there you go.
I think a few will come out of the...
Toilets.
Toilets, yeah.
How about that toilet has been nicked?
I saw that.
Did you see it?
Was it 5 million?
Yeah, no, 2.5 million or 2.8 million pounds.
Okay.
Made of gold, though.
And it was plumbed in as well.
Was it really?
Why would you...
Was anyone sitting on it at the
Somebody
time?
must
Oh,
have.
hold on, I want to...
I'm only going to have a crap.
You wouldn't believe it. I've just gone in the toilet. I sat down and someone nicked it. You know, I mean, in gold plated, it was just proper
imagine
gold,
if
wasn't
it
it?
wasn't plumbed in and you had
Yeah, I know.
And they nicked it.
But I mean, art as well.
I got this home. Do you want to buy this?
How about that artwork that was eaten? A banana.
Right.
There was a banana hanging, like, literally stuck up with gaffer tape, weren't there? Someone's gone in, took the gaffer tape, hit the banana, and and that was it. That was the art, modern art.
Right. Yeah. We've got a guest coming in, haven't we?
Yeah, we have Sam.
About 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
Sam from the 45s. So we're looking forward to hooking up. I mean, you know what I do. You know what I do, don't you? Yeah. But I do a moods playlist every month. I've been doing it since we've done the Biscuit Boys, Biscuit Tin, and then On My Radar. And I've always loved music, and you kind of, with my phone, my new phone, I can actually get onto Spotify.
You've got one that works now.
And listen to it for more than 5 minutes without the battery dying, and I can't listen to it. So I've got these little, have you got them little ear pods that you stick in your ears? Which, you know, I suppose.
They're called ear pods.
I know. But do yours fit into your ears and stay into your ears? Mine keep falling out. I keep turning them around.
I think that's probably a case of having strange ears.
I think I've got strange. I've got little ears,
Yeah.
and these pods don't seem to stick
You need
in.
little pods.
But yeah. But
You've only got a little head, though.
I've got a little head, a little body. Oh, and our sponsorship of a lot of people are saying, "What's Gabby wearing a Celtic top?" It's not a Celtic. Well, he actually is a Celtic top, but it's 3Cs. It's the team that we sponsor. 3Cs under 8s whites.
Yeah.
My little grandson Jude plays for them, so. You know, hello to all at 3Cs. They're the most romantic and number one side in Chelmsley Wood for junior football.
And it's your grandson, is it?
My grandson plays from so we are sponsoring them, and we have our SRB Media embellished.
Is he any good?
Yeah, he's a good player, yeah. There's some great players, you know. I've been watching quite a bit of kids' football. So I used to coach, I used to manage, but I'm watching them now. Just watching my grandson. Some of the kids that they're playing against as well, some great players. I love watching them. How about Eubank and Ben?
Oh, Slap?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a bit, I think it was a bit staged myself.
Do you think so?
Oh, I think so.
He looked a bit pissed off though, Ben
He
did.
slowed down.
I mean, his face looked full of rage.
I knew Chris Eubank.
What,
his
personally?
son, I know his son. I know his son was a boxer, but I didn't know there was a Ben boxer.
Yeah, kind of Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty good actually.
I've stopped following boxing. It's It's fast now, isn't it?
Well, you see, the thing is, it's all on the DAZN and stuff like that, isn't it? So it's not on. Like, remember when it used to be on Sports Night, you could watch it, and you know you'd watch it. And I suppose like athletics and everything, but everything's now gone really pay-per-view.
Yeah,
but I mean, it was a great slap with an egg.
Excellent.
It was excellent, and I thought as well, quite appropriate that Easter is round the corner, and so Cheltenham. Do you like the horses?
No, I don't follow the horses either.
No.
So. No, pretty boring now when it comes to sport. It's either
blues, or you don't watch anything other than blues, do you?
No, not even darts.
I couldn't get the blues last night, so I was watching Crystal Palace versus Villa. Adam Wharton, what a player.
Yeah.
What a player. How Gareth Southgate never picked him for the Euros that we played recently and got beat by Spain in the final. How he took him and didn't play him, I don't know. Whether, in fairness to Southgate, whether he was injured and he couldn't play, I don't know. But what a talent. I watched that boy for some time and I thought, what a talent. And I tell you who I feel sorry for at the moment. Paddington?
Bear.
Yeah, the bear.
What?
Kidnapped.
Can you stop clicking that pen?
Sorry, does it? It's quite a nice click of that pen, isn't it? Sound effects, what a great album.
He does that as well.
And while I'm talking about Rick Butler, rest in peace, Rick Butler, one absolute legend. We'd done an interview, he was on the Biscuit
Very
Boys
good
show.
interview, yeah. And when I get round to it, I'm going to clip that.
It, yeah. Because it must have been 30, 45 minutes with Rick. Rick was great value.
Probably more than that. Yeah.
And I remember the day before I was talking to Rick, I had to pull up down Billsley Lane in Moseley because I'm like driving around, I'm talking to one of my heroes, and he gave us so much of his time. It was phenomenal.
And a really nice bloke.
Yeah, great bloke, great drummer, the
Really
jam.
nice.
I think John was absolutely spot on. Best band in the fucking world, he used to say.
Was it a shock to you? I didn't know. Was he ill? I did
No,
not know
I think
he was ill.
it was definitely a shock. I think it was a shock to everybody, and apparently Bruce isn't in a great way. I think Bruce is stopping touring, isn't he, in May?
Yeah,
so Rick was doing his Q&As and stuff, and he'd stopped doing them on health issues, and I think Bruce as well. I mean, Paul's still up and running and keeping going and touring.
Same,
yeah, Weller always he's a legend, isn't he? God.
I mean, luckily he looked old when he started. So
I just think Weller's just different class. He's just a god. Some of the songs that he pens and that, phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the civil servants, you've got to feel sorry for them and all. Got to go back to work.
Oh.
I mean, they've been like sitting on the sofa, ain't they, since COVID.
I haven't seen a Parliament thing.
No, you don't see stuff like that now, do you?
Order.
Yeah.
Me a Chinese.
No, they've been ordered to go back to work. I think they've been doing 3-day week. I mean, we'd all like to do a 3-day week, wouldn't we? Sitting on our sofa doing sweet. Cool. Yeah. James Bond, Amazon. Amazon are taking over James Bond.
Do you say Amazon or Amazon?
Well, I say Amazon. What did
You
you
just
say?
said Amazon.
Did you say Amazon?
Yeah,
Amazon.
Ellen says that.
Amazon. Tomato,
She's
tomato.
posh. She's posh. So,
No,
and you're not posh. So
No, I suppose it depends on how I
threw me
feel.
a bit, you say.
What do you say, Bath or Bath?
It's Bath, isn't it?
It is a bath,
Double
isn't
F.
it?
Double F.
Yeah,
Bath.
it's a bath, yeah.
We'll go for a bath.
Yeah. How about grass? Grass or grass?
Grass.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? And Elon Musk?
Uranus.
Yeah. Elon Musk?
Yeah.
You seen how many kids he's got? He's trying to populate the planet on his own,
I
isn't he?
had no idea he had that many kids.
No, I didn't.
Was it 13?
13 by 4 different birds. Right?
I'm lucky for her.
Yeah. and exactly. Well, he's been kind of flirting texts, I think, with the one that's just dropped his last baby. So it could be 14 within about 9 months. Who do you reckon will be the next James Bond? Because it's American now, isn't it?
Is it definitely going to be American?
Yeah, Amazon. They've took over it all.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they're all up in arms, aren't they?
Let's talk about it being a woman.
Well, I mean, it could be. There's so much wokeness in the world. How can James Bond be a bird?
That's
It's
ridiculous.
stupid. Shaken, not stirred, Miss
Yeah.
Moneypenny and all the rest of it. But, I suppose if you listen and look at the wokeness and the woke idiots of the world, it's like, oh, he's sexist, he's misogynistic, he's all that. He's fucking James Bond. That's what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I mean, there's that many different birds now, ain't there, and different sexes. I mean, I can't keep up. Demisexual, this sexual, astrosexual. It's all these sexual things. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
I have to go on Google and have a look. Someone comes out. I mean, in our day, they used to come out, like have come out gay.
Yeah.
I mean, they come out now as variants, don't they?
Yeah,
Of
I want to be
gayness.
known as a vegetable.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's teachers that want to, like, rabbits. Hey, did you see that bloke? Did you see that bloke? That he actually has had so much cosmic surgery. They don't call it cosmic surgery now, do they?
Cosmetic,
They
you
just
mean.
cosmetic, yeah.
Cosmic man.
Yeah, cosmic. Yeah. Slightly different, man. And he looks like a dog.
Right.
Yeah, he does, seriously.
Oh,
You know, like,
rough.
I mean, he looks a little bit like a cross between Deputy Dog and a lion. Yeah. Which ain't a good look when you're trying to pull.
Nah.
How about that bird I just seen on Twitter there? Dating apps 39-year-old bloke on Snapchat. What's Snapchat?
That's a bit like, yeah.
What do they do on Snapchat?
I don't know what's the difference between Snapchat and all the other socials, really.
No, I don't know.
I ain't got a clue.
Didn't Snapchat
thought
used to
that
be
was
the
gone.
thing that it was like, yeah, that they used to send pictures their winkies and stuff like that via Snapchat? Did they? I don't know.
Apparently.
Did they? You know, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't send.
No,
Would you
no.
ever do that?
No, that's for a lot of money.
I mean, you're on a dating app and like, or sometimes it's just on social media, Twitter. Send a DM, you open your DM. What the bleeding hell's this in my DM? You know, Christ.
Okay.
It's disgusting, isn't
It
it,
is,
really?
can I get a blow up? Yeah.
Yeah. And the way that the kids date these days. Love Island. Have you seen that, Love Island?
I've never, ever seen it.
Really?
Never seen it.
I was
I know
forced.
of it, I know of it.
I was forced to watch it the other day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Although,
I bet you was.
well, not really forced, but Ruby wanted to watch it. It was the last one. It was the final.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
I mean, that bird.
what do they win? Is it money?
I don't know what they win, to be fair. Notoriety, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, they get offered jobs and stuff like that. Probably a television programme. Give them a load of money. Split up then with a partner and start all over again. What programme would you like to appear in? If you could appear in, if I could give you an appearance in a TV programme, what programme would you like to appear in?
New or old?
Well, yeah, okay, go on.
I'd quite. Blind date.
Would you?
Blind
Yeah.
date. Yeah, that was involved in the old past. Yeah.
How honest would you be?
Oh, totally lie.
Would you really?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
They all did, didn't they?
How about no like, lighty stuff? What was that? That was
Yeah, it wasn't
not
called
blind
no,
date.
no,
That wasn't
it
blind.
wasn't called no, like, I know you mean.
You know,
yeah.
it was a, what's it?
Paddy
bloke?
McGuinness, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What was
Paddy
that
McGuinness.
called now?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Because they like a bloke could come on and all these birds would be sitting there while they're thinking, oh, he looks nice.
Right, yeah.
And then they'd say something about themselves and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and he started dancing.
Well, he'd like,
get his pecs out.
he'd say like I'm straight, but I do like dressing up in my mum's clothes and
Yeah.
stilettos, and then boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and then all the lights went off.
I
Literally.
remember now. Yeah.
I can't remember what that was called, but Blind Date I thought was great. Scylla was great, wasn't she?
Yeah, rest of
Yeah.
I am liking Gladiators, the new Gladiators.
Is it a film?
No.
Oh, I'm getting mixed
Saturday
up.
night, yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday night, yeah. I'm liking that.
Is it being done in Birmingham at the NIA?
No.
It's it used to, didn't it?
It's in Sheffield now, I believe.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll ask Terry on the Terry Curran
Can imagine
podcast.
Terry on it.
Terry'd be great on it.
He would,
Yeah, he would
wouldn't
be.
he? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
now he's a bit old and he's almost 70.
Terry, ready!
Yeah. Competitors ready. Yeah, I mean, was it Fashion Who won it that used to do it, and Ulrika Johnson?
Correct.
Didn't they used to do it, yeah, in Birmingham?
Yeah, no, it's Bradley Walsh and his son.
God, they get about,
What his
don't
name
they?
is, though.
Is he in the camper van? Them two.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
good, that was. I enjoyed that.
They have some mad things, don't they?
They do.
Did you see when they went to Sweden and they got that big pole? I mean, they're all Swedish, not
Yeah.
Polish.
Oh, right, okay.
But he got this big pole. No, what? Yeah, it was either Sweden or Ireland. I get mixed up.
Up there.
Yeah, exactly. And they had to whack this pole down and jump up over the river, basically.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And then
okay.
I got tired. And I
Sounds like
I
in the
turned it
jungle,
off.
that does.
Yeah, I mean, they just do some bizarre. It's a little bit like An Idiot Abroad without the idiot.
Oh, right.
You know, it's that concept in it. You know, where they used to send him to various places and he used to have to, like, hook up with people and do stupid things.
Quite enjoyed that. I like that.
But that's what TV wants, don't it?
course it does, yeah.
TV wants idiots. TV likes idiots. TikTok, there's a lot of idiots on TikTok, ain't there?
Oh, God.
Are you still on it?
TikTok, yes.
We do quite well though, don't we? To be fair,
I do
on TikTok.
TikTok, get loads of views on TikTok.
What's it like now these days, TikTok?
It's good. Still loads of tits and stuff.
Is it
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cooking's quite good.
I like cooking.
People cooking, yeah. People testing food as well.
Yeah.
Well, today I'm going to try these Weetabix to see what they're like, and I'm going to give you a mark out of 10.
That's just the women.
Yeah. But the Weetabix, don't they like buy them from a shop, and doesn't everybody know what Weetabix tastes like?
But 100,000 people will watch that.
Yeah, it's frightening, isn't it?
It's scary,
It is. I know it is frightening. Have you got any likes for me, by the way?
I haven't. No, sorry. I should have had them ready, shouldn't I? But no.
So the only
Next
thing
time.
that you got to do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been so busy.
Was phone up Sam about now.
I've got him already.
Yeah.
He's poised.
And is he poised like a coiled spring?
He's poised like a
and
spring.
your 5 likes and your word of the day.
Yeah.
And you failed on every one of them, ain't you?
I'll tell you what. While you're talking to Sam, I might get me 5 likes.
Yeah, can do
That's a good
actually.
idea, isn't it?
Yeah, is Sam there?
I'm going to. I'm just going to call now because I've not done it.
So
like
he's
this
actually not like a coiled spring waiting for.
Welcome to Gift Gaff's voicemail.
Oh, bloody mark. That's our Charlotte. You phoned up, not Sam. Try him again. Every time I phone my daughter, I get gift gaff.
Gift gaff.
Yeah.
Oh,
In fact, in the wedding speech, I was going to write gift gaff into my wedding speech.
Is that Sam?
Yes, it is.
Hello, mate. How are you? All right?
Yeah, very good. Did you get through to my champion Gift Gaff?
Yeah, I was just saying to Chris, every time I phone up my daughter, I get gift gaff. I think it's the fact that my daughter actually don't want to speak to me. She sees my name up there, don't want to speak to Dad. And I was going to write it into like the wedding speech and that, because gift gaff is quality. But gift gaff is very useful because if, people can leave messages, but we don't need to because we have got you live. Sam, the 745s, first talk to me about how you guys got together. What's the concept? You're a soul collective from Manchester. I thought you were American. You sound that brilliant. And your Facebook, your Twitter, etc., because we've linked up. And I just think you're a magnificent outfit. So you got the band together, didn't you, initially?
Yeah. So, it's kind of my project, I guess. So I'd written a bunch of soul tunes and got together some mates to play them and started gigging. And then sort of since lockdown, been recording and getting all that ready, getting in touch with labels and stuff like that. The kind of aim of the band, I guess, is we're named after the 7-inch 45 RPM single. And the idea is that the tunes are kind of short and snappy, like singles. Got a bit of a perfectionist streak in me. So the arrangements, spend a lot of time honing those. But yeah, glad you like it, and glad it sounds slick and American, I guess.
Now, you've also, on Spotify, you have a radio station, don't you? Like, you pick some of your favourite artists, and I was listening to that the other day, and there's so many of them that I've got on my Moods in February playlist. So your influences are phenomenal. Talk to me about your band members. How many members are there, and when did you actually start up? Because you're not new, are you?
No, we're not new. So I guess it's been slightly, we first gigged in like 2017, I think. And then, but we've all been juggling different things. So it's only really since lockdown that we've been, recording and sort of getting all our stuff together. So we've been around for a while, but I guess it's the 2020s is going to be our decade, hopefully.
And the songwriting, you're the songwriter and the bassist. Is it just you that does the songwriting, or is there a little bit of a collective as well going on?
Songwriting-wise, it's pretty much just me. But then obviously everyone brings their thing to the table. So particularly Martin. So for example, on The Way That I Love You, which was our first single, I wrote the tune, but when Martin sang it, his performance really took it to the next level.
Yeah, it did.
So, for example, there's a bit at the end where we've got kind of the band sort of stop playing and Martin does these ad libs, and he kind of just started doing that live, it was meant to just be another chorus, like a normal chorus, more or less. He starts doing these amazing ad-libs at the top of his voice, and that's really what takes the tune to the next level. So he had so much in his performance and his interpretation and his improvising. His ad-libs are phenomenal. So I kind of write the tunes and bring a demo to the table, and then everyone, puts their flavour on it, and particularly Martin, who makes a huge difference.
Now, it's Martin Connor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because when I looked at it, I thought, blimey, Birmingham City ex-captain Martin O'Connor singing. I didn't think he could sing like that. But Martin's got a great, falsetto voice. I'll tell you who he reminds me of, and listening to the band, very much Duran blimey, who are they now? Duran Jones and the Indications, an American band. And the record label out there in Ohio, Coal Mine, who I've discovered so many gems from that label. And he reminded me of Aaron Fraser with his vocals, and he looks the part. That image that you've got, that video that you done, was it in a cafe that you done it without anything? There's just you, another guy, and Martin just singing. Pretty much.
That was in Martin's sister's got a pub in her shed.
Got ya.
So we did it in a pub in a shed. So that was actually me with the high voice. I'm the long-haired one playing the guitar and singing the falsetto stuff. Yeah. And then Martin's the fella at the front with the kind of big baritone, kind of Charles Bradley type voice. Yeah. Between us we do have a bit of a Duran Jones, Aaron Fraser kind of high-low duet thing going on.
And your record that you brought out, it's a double A side, isn't it? Talk to me about that, because I just think it's a phenomenal record, and you've got it out on vinyl, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes, it comes out on the 7th of March on 45. The first side is The Way That I Love You, which is like a kind of retro soul, mid-tempo, kind of heartbreak type tune, a bittersweet sort of thing. And then the B side, it's double A side, so the second single, which is on the flip, is Too Little Too Late, which is a proper Northern Soul stomper. It's 2 minutes 45, so pretty short and snappy. That's the two of them. So they're the first two, and then plenty more to come.
How many more have you got? Because did I read somewhere that you're looking to release a debut album in the summer of 2025?
Yeah, so the album is coming in June. Well, it's going to be June, I think, hopefully. There's a couple more singles to come, and then the album. And then we've got other stuff. We recorded 17 tunes in 3 days, more or less. Did the rhythm takes in 3 days, and then did some overdubs later. There's a fair bit to come. The album will have 10 of those on it.
LRK Records, that's the label, isn't it?
Yeah, LRK, yeah.
Are they from Manchester? How did they discover you? How did you connect with those guys?
Yeah, that's a funny story, actually, because we, in lockdown, we did a kind of bedroom remote cover of Satisfaction by the Stones.
Right.
So, we all laid it up in our pants. And,
that's right, to make music,
and then
to be fair.
It got played on Craig Charles, which was a pleasant, not really a surprise, but kind of a pleasant. Didn't think it would get that far, for a bedroom recording. And LRK heard us being played on Craig Charles and got in touch. So they're actually based somewhere near Cambridgeshire. They're not a Manchester label, but they heard us do that. So I guess Craig played Matchmaker, and then we were in touch after that, and they were like, "Oh, when are you gonna record?" And I was like, once lockdowns was stopped, basically. The rest is history, I guess.
He's an absolute legend, isn't he, Craig? I mean, he will play. He's one of these DJs that will play proper songs where there's not many DJs that A, are allowed to play that or will play that. Have you found the situation with getting your songs played on air? Because they are two absolute bangers, and there's a female vocal on the Too Little Too Late song. I love them both. I thought they were fantastic. And what I do love about Spotify and the algorithms is when you're listening to artists, and I do me playlists, it will then give you like-minded and sounding songs, and you go, oh, who's these? And that's probably how I just stumbled across you. I thought 745s, I like all the imagery, I think it's great. I love the fact that it's like 740. I just love everything about your band, and I think you sound fantastic. So who are the female vocals? Because they don't have belted out.
Yeah, so there's a couple of female vocalists on the album, everyone's Manchester-based on the album. So there's Nicole Batic, who she sings with like Kathy Sledge on tour and stuff. So she's got, she does some pretty big gigs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she's got any kind of solo material out there, although I might be wrong on that. But yeah, so she sings on a few on the album. She's going to sing on one of the singles that's coming out. And then also Yemi Bolatiwa sings on one on the album, and she's great as well. She's from London, but she lives up in Manchester and has done for ages. So yeah, there's 5 singers on the album in total, like 5 lead vocalists, and we all do a bit of the backing for each other and stuff.
Because I guess as well these days you don't have to be based in Manchester to do vocals on a record. They can email you their vocals and you can mix it into your song, because it's so clever how the modern world works when it works well for you, isn't it?
Yeah, so the recording process, I guess, happened in a few stages. So firstly, we did all of the rhythm section live with Martin at Eve Studios in Stockport, like a great vintage studio. So that was like quite a big band, bass and drums, percussion, bass, 2 guitars, 2 keys, and Martin. So, for example, The Way That I Love You, he's doing that vocal live with us with the rhythm section. And then we did the horns later, and then we did some other vocal stuff later. And then the final stage, when basically I ran out of money, was we started doing remote stuff. So we got some like the strings on Too Little Too Late, like violin and viola and stuff, and that's remote. And so yeah, there's bits and pieces on the album that are remote, but most of it, we captured most of it in those 3 days in Eve. Like that's all the drums, all the bass, keys, guitars and stuff. And yeah, a few of Martin's vocals. So it was really nice to do some of Martin's vocals live with us. But also a bit funny because he was in the basement and we were in the front room of this old house. So like you're only hearing him through the headphones, but it was still pretty special. And so some of those moments are captured live, like when he's doing those ad libs at the end of The Way That I Love You. That's really happening live whilst we're in another room in the same house tracking the rhythm section. So there's something a bit special about that, I think.
I think the creation of a record is very special because there's different dynamics that go on, and your musicians are just so creative and you do different things and find different ways. Let's have a shout out to your socials, because people will want to hook up with you, they will want to buy your material. And where can they see you gigging?
Yeah, the socials are all at the 745S, so just the numbers. And then gigging wise, we're booking stuff in. We're doing a few trio gigs, a bit like that video you mentioned, with just vocals, guitar, and Wurlitzer. So we're doing some. Oh, what are the dates? We're supporting on the 22nd of May at Gulliver's in Manchester, and that's for Lauren Housley and the Northern Cowboys.
Oh, she's good. We used to do
great.
When we'd done the Biscuit Boys before. Lauren Housley was one of our artists of the year. She was phenomenal. Really like Lauren.
Nice.
She was good.
Nice. Yeah, so we all know that lot, and Marky, who's one of the Northern Cowboys, he's the bassist with Lauren. He produced the album. So there's a link there. So that one's in the diary. What else off the top of my head? We're doing something in Leeds a few days before. That's at like a brewery. I think it's Northern Monk Brewery.
Good place
but
for
I forget
a
the
gig.
specific date for that one, to be honest. But we're trying to book in a mini tour for September.
Yeah.
Probably Manchester, Leeds, Newcastle, London.
Mm-hmm.
Booking that in at the moment.
Have you got a website that ties everything together, Sam?
Yeah. That's the745s.com. So, just and then the numbers 745S.
And you can do so many like gigs, not particularly with an audience, but you can do them on canal boats and different places like that these days, can't you? And on in someone's back garden, and you just see so much creativity and positivity, and it really annoys me that these wonderful artists don't get the backing and the support that they should from the industry. I don't actually think there is a music industry these days.
Yeah, it's pretty tough going. I mean, it is quite hard to book a tour that's going to pay, and obviously touring is better paid than streaming. Yeah. But the upside is it's well, I don't know what the upside, but it is still just really special to have your music out there and people like yourselves who we've not met before, but now we're chatting and you like the tunes, and I'm very thankful that you do. And that's really special. And also, having the sort of the music on vinyl for the first time is pretty special as well. So, focusing on the ups.
I don't just like them, Sam. I love them. I think they're fantastic. And can I thank you for your time,
really
sir?
Means a lot.
Thank all the band. We will keep hooking up and remain friends, etc. And on me playlist through March, April, etc., the 745s are going to be on there always. And looking forward to your new material, because if it's anything like the two bangers that you've got out, it's going to be a wicked album. I can promise you all that, guys. Sam,
yeah, well, that's the theory. All killer, no filler.
Absolutely.
So hope it lives up to the mantra.
Absolutely. Sam, can I thank you for your time, sir, and wish you all the best going forward. Love to you all.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Sam.
Lovely. Cheers, Sam. Thank you.
See ya.
Cheers, pal. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wonderful.
Can you remember years and years ago when we did this show?
Lauren Owsley, she was a legend, wasn't
she was good. But do you remember where everything was like in the lap of the gods? Everything was work.
No, don't tell me you press the button again.
No,
You've not pressed the record button, have you?
I'm just saying those days, it was like, is this going to work? Is this phone call going to work?
Yeah. We nearly never then with Sam, did it? Gift gap.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
So easy these days. Yeah. No, it's interesting.
So have you got your likes and your word?
Okay.
Come on, I love your likes.
Here we go. First one, Lollipop Ladies.
Yeah.
Love them.
You don't see many of them now, do you?
You don't, but you do see a lot of younger ones nowadays.
Right, you've been looking at Lollipop Ladies, have you?
It's just an observation.
Yeah,
for God's sake.
Mind you, I suppose all the older ones have either retired or died off. So they're all young to us now, aren't they?
Well, yes, yeah. The name Brian, which is a name you don't use.
My brother-in-law's name Brian.
How old is it?
Is what am I? 60. Brian's about 65.
Oh, exactly. There's no young Brian.
I saw him against Newcastle United. Do you know the first thing he said to me? Villa bastard. I said, I'm not a Villa fan. I'll go down with Tom and watch a few games.
The word telepathic.
That's a great word.
Telepathic, which I heard today. I thought that was good. Yeah. Boxes that you can make dens out of.
Do you still do that? I bet little Ivy does, don't she?
Yeah.
She's been doing some drawing as well.
Ain't it good? Yeah.
Where's the camera
That's
there?
it,
Can we get that? That's Ivy's.
Yeah.
Ivy's drawing. I thought that was your drawing.
I thought it was a flower I did.
I thought it was too good to be fair for you.
It's really good, yeah. And the last one is all French food except snails.
So, do you prefer French food to any other food, or do you just like the sound of French food?
I like all French food. I don't think there's nothing. Yeah, nothing I don't like.
So, what do you eat in French?
French food?
No, but like, what would you go to a French restaurant and
baguettes?
Yeah, it's not actually like French cuisine, is it? Baguettes. Do you actually go? There used to be one in Solihull, didn't there? A French restaurant. I'm sure in Old Load Lane there used to be a French restaurant. Can't remember, but when I was on the taxis, I do remember a French restaurant not too far from here. I prefer Italian.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you cook?
Beef bourguignon? Of course I do. You know I do.
Well, I know you do your rice
every
thingy,
Monday night.
but apart from rice thingy.
Yeah, that clock's slow, by the way, all fast. So I would take the notice that it is actually 7 minutes past.
Jesus, is it?
Yeah.
We've got to phone Terry up in 3. So, guys, thanks for watching. Sam, thanks for joining the show. And we'll see you all next week for another episode of the Biscuit Boys.